I'm telling you this in a pre-recorded video that everyone will see because I don't want to alienate you or make you feel like you have to justify your opinions to me. All opinions are subjective, they're all equally correct. But if I don't say this to you before the New York primary, I'll regret it. In my eyes, you embarrass yourself when you say you support Clinton. This election is about poverty as a human rights issue and unsustainable income inequality in America. You're well educated, you make good money, the status quo is fine for you. That's been the definition of a Clinton Democrat. Yes, it would feel great to put the presidential gender barrier behind us, but this is about the future of the United States, which is bigger than one person's vagina. I was pro-Clinton 6 months ago. She made me feel safe and wise and prudent, but then I remembered that I was making less than a living wage and I was like, wait, what am I doing? I wanted to distance myself from millennial Democrats because they're obnoxiously idealistic to prove that I was an adult with prior voting experience by being a disillusioned cynic. But then my mom couldn't afford medicine she needed even though she has health insurance, and I was like, wait, what am I doing? I know how hard you work for everything you have. Please don't use your vote to say fuck you to the lower class. I know you stop to help strangers, you share everything you have, so please don't be a self-satisfied, insulated, privileged Clinton Democrat. If Clinton had any respect for the average American's needs, she would have reverence for Sanders' grassroots campaigns. She would have already conceded. Sanders is running a campaign exemplary of the finance reforms Clinton only says she's committed to. 4 years ago, a campaign like his would have seemed impossible. He is politically fucking formidable. This election is about poverty as a human rights issue and unsustainable income inequality in America. But the status quo is working out just fine for you, and that's why you're a Clinton Democrat. This election is about the rich versus the poor. It's not about traditional political parties anymore. Ask a Tea Party Republican whether she would rather have Sanders double her income or have Trump build her a wall. Work a night shift in a diner before you go to work the next day. Spend a night in jail for jumping a turnstile, then see what you have to say. Only one candidate's campaign is dedicated to defending people without resources. In my eyes, you embarrass yourself when you don't realize how important that is. I'm fighting because I recognize what's at stake. I'm fighting because lower income neighborhoods in America have higher infant mortality rates. I don't think you recognize that you're fighting against changes the progressive tide will inevitably carry, that you're on the same side as people who weren't ready to fight to let Africans out of slavery or let females vote or let gays get married. Tell me which candidate Martin Luther King would vote for. What about Rosa Parks? They'd probably thank you for stopping a political revolution before it starts. Who would Nelson Mandela or Elizabeth Fry or Mahatma Gandhi want for president? I'm not blaming you for deprioritizing what we're fighting for. I'm imploring you not to fight against it. Hillary is a qualified candidate. Sanders is not perfect. But if you're using your vote to support the status quo, ask yourself, is the status quo worth it?